boys and girls, Jem here again with another book review for you guys. This time I'm going to be reviewing The Goose Girl by Shannon and Hale, the first book in the Books of Bayern series. I rate this book an 8.5 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. It's again, I say, the first book of the Books of Bayern series, and I had read the fourth book, Forestborn, and I finally went back to read the first book like I promised. Now, this won't be a spoilers review, so on to the synopsis. She was born with her eyes closed and a word on her tongue, a word she could not taste. Her name was Anadora Caladra, Taliana Isili, Crown Princess of Kildenry, and spent the first years of her life listening to her aunt's stories and learning the language of the birds, especially the swans. When she was older, she watched as a colt was born, and she heard the first word on his tongue, his name, Falada. From the Grimm's fairy tale of the princess who became a goose girl before she could become queen, Shannon Hale has woven an incredible, original, and magical tale of a girl who must find her own unusual talents before she can lead the people she has made her own. So again, this is about a girl named Annie, or Issy, as she is known later on throughout the story. She is the crown princess of Kilendry, a whole country next to Bayern. So, here we go. Here's a map. Kilendry's over here, Bayern's over here. Now you see the size of these things, right? So, she is the crown princess, firstborn of Kildenry. I keep saying Kilendry, but it's Kildenry. She's the firstborn child, and she's the crown princess. And she has this lady-in-waiting named Celia, who has the gift of people speaking, which is like compulsion in a way. Like, you can speak to them, your voice sounds so sweet, and they'll just like want to listen to you and do what you say and believe you and everything. So it's pretty much like compulsion and charm speak. But there are three languages: animal speak, people speak, and nature speak. Now, Annie, she has animal speak like her aunt. So she talks to the swans at the palace, and then she's grown up. Like, the first chapter, it's her as a child, and then second chapter, she's 16. She is no longer the crown princess because she was stripped away of her title, crown, and she's to be sent off to Bayern to marry the prince, so that Kildenry and Bayern have an alliance and no more war between them, because Kildenry is such a small country that they don't have like the forces to go up against a huge country like Bayern. But things start to get complicated. Celia overthrows Annie on their journey there, which causes a whole lot of problems. So, Annie changes her name to Issy when she gets to the city in Bayern, and then she tries to fit in as a commoner with the Bayern accent and everything, because Kildenrian and Bayern have like different accents. She tries to blend in for like a couple of months, tries to find a way to get back her title, because Celia, she took Issy's name and her title and called herself Princess Anadori Isili, yada yada yada, and then a whole lot of things just happen, and it's really dramatic. It's a romance along with a fantasy, and it's so good. I really liked it. Even though it's like a middle school level book, I found it at my high school, and it's really good. I really enjoyed it. The fantasy, the magic in it, and it honestly was a really good book. So that's all I really have to say about the book. If you want to know more, you've got to read it. Now, I'm helping my friend Kristen Lindsay Hager spread the word about her new book that's coming out June 17th called True Colors. Now, let me give you an author bio. Kristen Lindsay Hager is an author and book addict who has never met a bookstore she didn't like. She's worked as a journalist and also writes middle grade YA, humor essays, and adult fiction. Her debut novel, True Colors, will be out June 17th from Astria Press. She's originally from Michigan and has lived in South Dakota, Portugal, and currently resides in southern Ohio, where you can find her reading and writing when she's not catching up on her favorite shows. Now, currently, the cover for the book has not been completed yet, so I cannot unfortunately show you a cover. But when the cover is done, she's going to be sending me a picture of it so I can show to you guys. Now on to a blurb. Every day I walk down the sidewalk to school and wished I were one of the interesting popular girls who ran up with exciting news. Just once I'd like to be one of those girls instead of being the one who didn't get invited to things because people forgot about me. Forgot. Landry gets pushed into trying out for the American Ingenue reality show modeling competition with her two best friends. She doesn't think she stands a chance, but she advances to the next level in the competition and her friends ignore her at school when they get cut. Enter the gorgeous Devon, who also makes the first cut and includes Landry in her group of friends. Devon becomes the perfect best friend, but can their friendship survive the competition? Landry hopes her big break could come at any moment, but soon sees there's much more to modeling than she thought. She begins missing out on being with friends and has the chance to have a boyfriend when she meets a boy named Vladdy from another school. Part of Landry wants to be famous and have her hair look good for once, but part of her just wants to be accepted. She learns about friendships, being true to yourself, and that a good hair conditioner doesn't hurt. Now, I think that this is interesting. I already have an arc for this book, so I will be reading this book before the date of June 17th. I can assure you that. Now, right at the moment, I checked out the books. I checked out these books from my school library because I saw them and I was like, finally, they're in. And then I'm like, oh shoot, we have to give them back on Monday to so that they can do inventory at my library. And I'm like, oh my god, and I didn't know. So I was like, oh my god, I need to return all these books, see if I can read them all in 3 days, which I probably can't. I mean, I finally wanted to be able to read The Goddess Inheritance, the third book in the Goddess Test series, and then The Goddess Legacy, which is, it has, like, all the novellas and the e-novellas in print. And then I was gonna finally read Match by Ali Condi. So I wanted to get through these books, like, really quickly. But then I have, like, 3 books that I'm borrowing from other people. My friend, I'm borrowing The Hobbit from her. I'm borrowing Allegiant from my other friend. And then I'm borrowing this one from my other friend. And my other friend asked me if I finished this book to give it back to her, which I haven't even read or opened it yet. It's just so much stress. So you guys, do you think I should read, like, try to finish up these books and, like, shove them in over the weekend first? Or do you think I should, like, read the others and just return these? I mean, like, I'm really torn, because I've been wanting to read this forever. Match by Ali Condi, because I heard such good things about it. And I'm like, I only have till Monday, which is only in 3 days. It only gives me 3 days to read, like, all these books. So give me some thoughts below which book I should read and what I should return. So I guess I'll see you guys later. Bye!